Hey guys, Teresa with Sippie Couture. We're gonna knock out some beach ombres real quick. I feel like this is one of those ombres that you can't go wrong with. They're just so pretty. I got tired of kind of doing the traditional, you know, fade to beach sand look, like as if you're looking at the water. So I started doing this, and I don't know, I just love the way it comes out. It's so pretty. It just gives a whole nother look to it, like a little swirl. So I don't know, just run through these, see what you guys think. Hopefully this helps. I'll try to color the colors I'm using. I use a lot of color for these, so I'll try to, you know, let you guys know which ones I'm putting down as I drop them. I went ahead and base coat, spray painted my cup. I have it in shades of, it's gold white, like a turquoise blue, like a Oasis, I think is what it's called. And then I have a really turquoise color. Then I have ink and a navy blue. And those colors are on both of these. And I have them just kind of dropping down to kind of do the fade that I want. I haven't done a beach ombre in a while, so hopefully this video isn't a complete struggle. I hope I can just knock it out as quick as before. I had to set a bunch of other cups, so I'm working with epoxy that's been kind of sitting for a minute. And it's a little thicker than I'd like, but this is gonna get layers over it. We're gonna do a spray paint layer with the power wash method to give me little bubbles around the water line. And then we'll go in with all of our inks. This is after glitter and after the layer of epoxy. We'll go in with paints, inks, micas, and really give it that, you know, effect of it being in motion. Make sure I get in this little crease right here. Make sure I'm not missing any spots. I think this might actually be my first time doing a beach design with regular epoxy, not using quickset. I usually use quickset because I like getting it on there pretty fast. All right. This is a mix. It's what is it? It's a mix of Grace Bay by Beach Girls and Athena, and I'm gonna do my golds first, and then I'll do the white because I like that to stay fairly bright. And then I'll switch over to going with the blues, darkest to lightest. I'm waiting for it to come back around so I'm not chasing my cup. All right, and then let's do this one. I think I'm on like the end of what I mixed for this, so it looks like the shaker's getting a little desperate. I'm gonna have to make a new mix. I really like blending those two, the two golds that I'm using, because it really does give, like, you have the white that pulls in from the Beach Girls glitter, and then those big sparkly pieces from Peachy Olives. I don't know, I just love it. All right, and since I did use a good bit of epoxy on the swirl one, I'm gonna go in and drop another line down the very center just to make sure that if it decided to shift with it turning, that I'll still have that heavy concentration right there on that angle. All right. And we're keeping that. All right, next I'm going in with a mix of my white. The white is, so it's Wineglass Bay from Beach Girls and Pure from Peachy Olives. I kind of mix those two because, Wineglass Bay, it has like these square cuts that are magical. Oh my goodness, they're amazing. But Pure has like this white glitter. Some of it's like an opal color, but it's round. It has like big round cuts to it, and it really gives off like a bubbly effect. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I mix those two. And it's okay if it touches over that gold because the water doesn't exactly stay off the sand anyway, right? And then we're going across this white part. And I'm making sure to overlap it into where that turquoise is going to go and down into the sand also. Okay. And we're keeping that too. The good thing about both of these ombres is that they do not have to be perfect. All of the top layers that we're gonna do to really give it the waves and beachy look, it's gonna have so much over it that it'll cover any imperfections. All right, so for this one, we're gonna do the dark bit first. So we're gonna wait for it to come around, and we wanna follow that angle. So I'm gonna drop it right in the middle. And I really wanted to take that curve along the cup. So wait till it come back around, and what I'm mainly going to do now is make sure it drops this way. Like let it fall over. Alright, and then we're going for this one. So for how I do these, where it fades, I go heavy on the top and then I let it sprinkle down. All of my ombres, I let my color drift pretty far into the next one because I feel like that's what gives it a good blend. You can't exactly just drop different colors and expect it to do what you want, expect it to have that nice blend. That was Drew by Feather Bear, and I'm going to go in next with Stew Liberty by Peachy Olive, and I'm sprinkling that kind of on the edge of where that navy just stopped. I have a purple Mardi Gras, a green Mardi Gras dot in there. Just wipe that on my pants. All right, and then drop it this way. And I definitely want Liberty to fall into the navy. And we'll drop it on this one too. For this, I'm gonna go heavy across one line. I'm gonna drop it straight to make sure I know where I need this color to really start at. And then once I drop it from this angle, I'm gonna go almost sideways on the cup, like diagonal, not sideways, diagonal. And that way it carries up into that navy and down into some of those lighter colors. Okay. Keep that too. I'm so cheap. Just right here keeping all of my glitter that I dropped. Alright, so we're gonna go Stompers next. Stompers is Nola. And we're gonna take this, and again, we're gonna let it go mainly on this edge, but this one is really pretty. This one is like, I don't know, it's like a really oceany look, so I definitely sprinkle that one everywhere. I like to keep it heavy on that one line, but This one's free to kind of go wherever it wants. And that's all I do of that. And then same thing for this one. I'm going straight across, so I know where that main color main color line is. And then I'll angle and let it kind of do that same thing where it drifts along the sides of that. All right. Oh, this paper's getting sticky. This is about the point when one of my kids normally comes running through the house and glitter flies. All right, so next is Smurfette from Peachy Olive. And then we're gonna do the same thing. Drop it close to that line. And this really lightens it up. It's super, super pretty. These are all fairly thick glitters. So we are gonna go in a little bit and drop in a color that will fill in some of those gaps, because we don't want to see the bottom of any of this cup. I need a new sheet. It looks like I grabbed another dirty sheet, but that one is dry. That one's dry epoxy. All right, so y'all watch this. This one's Hermes. This is one I'm always excited about, and sometimes I debate whether I should drop this on earlier in the game or a little later. It has these pieces in it that are really pretty. You hear it hitting? And this is one that I'll just let sprinkle everywhere, because if those kind of really flaky parts drop in, it will just be so pretty, like the way it brightens it up. And then for this one, we're gonna keep it fairly low, because I want it to go, it's gonna go along that water line, and we're gonna sprinkle it kind of like up and down that edge. All right, so now that I have those base ones on, I'm gonna go in with a few, some that are a bit different. I don't know how to explain it. Brighter, and definitely some thinner cuts. All right, I'm gonna go with Bejeweled by Peachy Olive. And I'm gonna let this kind of go everywhere. And bring it kind of high so it falls. See how that one just kind of adds like a shimmer, like a really pretty green shimmer to it? All right, I'm gonna take it along some line right here. And I'm just going against that angle. I'm gonna go back in with the navies and brighten that up a little. That's kind of one of the things with using heavy epoxy for this. You can go back in, which is a good thing for me. You can go back in and drop a little more navy and it will still stick. It's not completely covered. There are definitely times where I would say go easy, because you don't want it to stick that much, but I feel like with these beach ones, you have a lot of room to play with it. And besides that, it's kind of laying flat. Where's Drew? It's laying flat. And you won't have as much work knocking it down. All right, heavier on the top. And then I'm gonna let it lightly sprinkle. Because like I said, for me, the good ombres are the ones that where all of the colors carry in every direction. And then bring it back right here. And then I'm just gonna double check to make sure that along these edges on the top and bottom of both of these, that there aren't any places that where like it's separated too much and you have good coverage along that rim. Like I said, it's still gonna get covered by those extra layers, but I still wanna be sure you're not seeing any of the cup through the glitter. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but I always give that good base coat of the exact same color of what, well, as close as I can to the same color of what my ombre will be, because it gives it a bit more pop. You know, like a bit deeper color to it, so. I'm gonna brighten this up just a little more. That's a weird piece. I don't even know if I said, okay, this one's Stompers again by Nola, right? Yes. All right, then bring this one in here. I'm gonna go through and drop a little more gold. Right along that top. Then I think that'll be it. I have my, you see how the glitter's sticking to the sheet? I have these little bags, anti-static things. And I normally, I don't know if I did it this time. I must not have for this one, that's why it's, but I'll rub that to my sheet before I do any glitter, and then it just slides right off. Like the glitter doesn't stick to the paper. I'm able to reuse these sheets because I'm cheap. All right, do a little more gold, and then I think I might be done. You know what? I'm doing white too. And then I will be done. See, look. So much better. I do the white again because, like I said, with some of these white pieces that are round, that are like almost bubbly from Pure, from Peachy Olive, right? Peachy Olive? Yes. It's just so cool. Like the way that it brings in a bubble look, it's so cool. I'm actually gonna go sideways on this one and let it drop up into both lines because that water is gonna glisten between the layers. Oh, I love it. I don't know if you guys can see, there's like, I don't know, there's like a color thing going on right here. Oh, my phone's going dead. There's like this color right here. I don't know if you can see it. It has like that really green shift. That was Bejeweled. That's what's picking up right there. It has to be that. Probably, definitely some of Hermes too, but that really pretty color, the way it pops off that blue, I don't know, I just love it. It's great. Okay, so that's it. Those are my two beach ombres. Hope you guys like it. I'm gonna take a piece of paper. I don't know if I really have to do it all that much. A piece of wax paper. Let me get it. And I'm gonna lay down a few of the pokey bits. That way I'm not fighting it later. This one did great. I'll probably visit these cups in maybe 30 minutes or so. If you, at this stage, if you put a lot of epoxy, if you go and flatten it, with your wax paper right now and there's too much epoxy, the glitter and epoxy will get stuck to your wax paper and you're gonna ruin all your hard work. So I'm just tapping a few areas so I don't have to worry about it, because I said I'm gonna come back and the chance of me forgetting is like, I don't know, 90 lot, a lot, 98, 95, I don't know, a lot. So just in case I don't, that's done. But if I remember to, I'm going to come back, really make sure these are tapped down. And if I don't, it's okay, because that next layer is going to have everything we need to start the really, really fun part of giving it detail, making it look like it's in motion. So hope this wasn't too rambly or fast or confusing. If you have any questions, definitely let me know, and I'd love to help. But that's it. Fun little beach ombres in December. In a mess. All right, see y'all soon.